Hey everyone, I just want to give a little trigger warning before we start the video. This video does contain a clip of Jennifer Palmieri, so if there's any sharp objects around you, please remove them from the area. Remove any bleach from the area because you're going to want to drink it when you see what she has to say. But a little background on why Jennifer Palmieri is so dumb. If you don't know who she is, she's the communications director for Hillary Clinton's campaign. And basically, since Hillary lost, she's been going on talk shows and talking about how every single conceivable reason for every single thing you could blame for Hillary's loss is why she lost, except for the fact that she ran a horrible campaign. Except for the fact that she didn't appeal to her base and rile up liberals to get them out to the polls. Everything except for the real reason why she lost is the reason she lost in Jennifer Palmieri's mind. So, where do they get this stupid idea? Where do the Democratic establishment get this stupid idea that you have to be centrist to win? It comes from the era in time, obviously around 1992, when Bill Clinton ran for president, and the Democrats and Republicans were not yet as polarized as they are now. They were just beginning, as you can see on this graph, to start polarizing. The Democratic Party becoming a little bit more left, and the Republican Party becoming hard fucking right. So, I'm not trying to make a false equivalence. The Republicans have gotten much more conservative than the Democrats have gotten liberal, but because of the blue dog Democrats leaving the party, the Democrats have gotten more liberal. So that's why every political scientist agrees that the way you win elections is by riling up your base. There are no real moderates. Independents classify themselves as either left or right. And people who classify themselves as moderates are not really moderate. They're actually either left or right. So once again, the way you win elections is by riling up your base. Parties have polarized. The only reason Bill Clinton's strategy of being triangulation, and you gotta be a moderate, you gotta be basically a Republican that deregulates Wall Street and rants against black people on welfare, race baiting them, and making them seem like they're just a bunch of lazy niggers and we gotta cut welfare. So that triangulation strategy of Bill Clinton only worked during 1992 because the parties had not polarized as much by that time. For some reason, that idea is still stuck in every Democratic establishment person's head, including Jennifer Palmieri. So because she's infected by this stupid ideology, hey, secular talk, she's about to come out here and give a ridiculous take on what the protesters want, what all these progressive protesters want. Let me just play it. I'm going to play it.
I'll break it down.
It is incumbent upon me as an American to stand up and say Donald Trump does not represent what I view America to be. And I think that a lot of this energy is not, the base is there, but you are wrong to look at these crowds and think that means everyone wants $15 an hour.
She said the base is there protesting. The Democratic base is there protesting. But you shouldn't just assume that they want a $15 an hour minimum wage. I don't assume it. I just do the smallest amount of research about polls. Yes, 63% of the American people support raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. I don't even agree with that because $15 an hour is too much for a state like West Virginia or Mississippi or South Carolina. The cost of living there is much lower, so a $12 an hour, even a $9 an hour minimum wage would be a living wage in some states. But even though I may disagree with that, 63% of the American people agree. Raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Jennifer Palmieri, impenetrable to facts. She does not care about the polls. No surprise, because she didn't care about the polls that showed that Hillary was statistically tied to Trump before the election, only up by a little over 2 points. That's a statistical tie. So the woman who doesn't give a fuck about polls continues to not give a fuck about polls. And then what she said in the beginning there, the base is there, and they want to talk about how Donald Trump does not represent me as the president. And while I agree that the protesters are riled up by Trump's presidency, they do want progressive policies. The two aren't mutually exclusive. Progressives hate Trump, and they also want progressive policies. Progressives are the Democratic base. Like I showed you in the graph before, the Democratic base is becoming more and more liberal. You have to appeal to this base if you want them to actually vote. The Republicans are more likely to vote either way, but the Republicans still have to do this. They have to appeal to the most right-wing elements of their party to win. Okay? They need to get them out to the polls. They need to inspire them. But the first part of her statement is basically what the Hillary Clinton campaign ran on. So it's not surprising that she's learned nothing. She's not changed her mind. The idea that, oh, they don't want progressive policies. They're just anti-Trump. We don't need to stand for anything that our base likes. We just have to go, oh, look at Trump. Trump sucks. Trump doesn't represent us as Americans. Trump doesn't represent us as Americans. Do you actually want to push progressive policies that oppose Trump? No, I just want to say, look at Trump. He just said grab him by the pussy. Look at him. He said grab by the pussy. Oh, my God. But I'm struggling on this service job because all our factory jobs have been cut from this country by NAFTA, and Hillary's pro-free trade. And now that I'm in this service job, can I at least get a living wage? No, people don't want a $15 an hour minimum wage. They just hate Trump. They just hate Trump. People hating Trump, the progressive base hates Trump, and they don't care about progressive policies. That's why Hillary won. Oh wait, she fucking lost. I forgot. Jennifer Palmieri, this strategy has already been tried by you not even a year ago. A few months ago, you tried this strategy. You fucking lost to the least popular politician of all time. So why don't you just go away and fucking kill yourself? Because no one wants to hear from you anymore. You're wrong about everything. You don't care about facts. You don't care. The whole point of a political party is supposed to be you win. The whole point of your triangulation strategy that doesn't work anymore was that you win. You lost. It failed. Go away. Okay? Once again, 63% of the American people for a $15 an hour minimum wage. Even though I don't agree with that, Jennifer Palmieri could not be more wrong about anything ever. She's always wrong. That's what she does. That's what the Democratic establishment does. They're out of touch. They don't care. They don't care that they lost to Donald Trump. They don't care if they lose because they still win. They're still rich. They still got their donors. They can not be a politician anymore. Just become a lobbyist like Howard fucking Dean. I hope you didn't kill yourself. If only 50% of the people that watch this video kill themselves, that'll be good. I wouldn't be surprised if almost everyone that sees this woman talk kills himself. So, like the video, subscribe, and also, just fuck Jennifer Palmieri. Just fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Okay? Yeah.